many people. We have Starshaped 1-0 in the lead, who is actually the underdog here. But today he's turning things around. First map on Nomad Isles was won. Let's see if he can continue this upsetting on Last Refuge.
How good is Starshaped anyways? I don't really know him as a... I don't know where to put him. He's probably worse than Ruden, Foggy, and
yeah, he's not with
War
the,
Chief, right?
He's not with the European elite, but
okay.
Quite a few pros or semi-pros make fun of him because they say his only strength is the cheese and huntresses. I think that's a little mean.
Yeah, it's really mean, man.
But
what's wrong with those people? hurting his feeling and all.
I think it's true though that his micro and decision making is not always on par with the best of them. But yeah, the thing is, you don't see him too much in serious competitions. Like he mostly streams ladder, and there he just fucks around.
And by the way, we see a Keeper of the Grove as a first hero from Starshaped.
Yes, it is. So he's once again not playing the standard.
Oh
which is of course something that's basically exactly what you expect from Starshaped.
True.
So actually he could play standard and he would surprise his opponent. But then again, the strategy itself will not surprise because it's so well known.
Yeah, and on the other side we now see the Voodoo Lounge being built before the barracks. And no scouting peon this time, as he knows where his opponent is going to start, to spawn. And there's a Hunter's Hall, of course, and there's a Ranging of War. Yeah, let's see if he's going to be successful with that. I mean, this could be a similar strategy. Keeper of the Grove, you don't really plan on a long-term game, right?
I think you plan, you want to get an economic advantage. I think you can have a late game.
I don't think it works versus Orc to get an economic advantage with a Keeper of the Grove, right?
You can apply a lot of pressure with Entangle before there's enough Dispel. And maybe like flood the Orc with tier 1 Huntresses and get an expansion behind it and have the superior numbers. I'm not sure about his playstyle versus Orc.
I don't know. I can see him playing another clusterfuck, going for another clusterfuck here. I think he's going to start this match similar to the first match, and then going for that tier 2 push once again. But then maybe even just faking it and going for like standard whatever, like Demon Hunter second or something really weird, and then going for Talons or something, because like normal, this strategy is really old if he plays the standard. This would be applying pressure on tier 2 with 2 Ancient Protectors with a Beastmaster second. And this would be probably easy for Rover to hold as well. So he must have something else in mind, which is so weird to think of, because every other alternative seems really, from my perspective at least, really uncommon.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to act like. Yeah, speculate exactly. I don't want to make any presumptions and try to know what he's gonna do, because I don't, and whatever I say is probably gonna be wrong. So, but that's the cool thing about Starshaped, you know.
Yeah,
he plays cool, stuff we don't normally see. He kills a grunt here. It takes 3 entangles, but he does get the kill. That's 60 experience. Oh, denied! Very well done with the Borrow. That was cool.
Yeah. No experience points for the Keeper then, and we see... Oh, the Blade Master has creeped that one Ogre Maggie on the top shop, at the top shop, and he found himself a nice Potion of Greater Healing, which is always good when you get under pressure within the mid-game.
Did the Entangle not cancel the heal self? Oh, wait a minute. The Keeper of the Grove gonna get one more backstab and another hit! Oh my god, it was so close. Holy bejesus. But now he's still in trouble. He has no boots of speed. Oh my god, he's surrounded. How is that even possible? But the Ancient of War uproots and that opens the surround up again.
I don't know, was he surrounded? I just thought he was trying to fit in between there, so if the Blade Master followed, the Ancient of War would have hit him hard in his face with a chair.
Yeah.
I know, with a...
I guess it's not really possible to surround there because you're in a corner.
Yeah.
And you need at least 2.
There's the Ancient Protector, by the way.
You're right again.
And then we don't have a war mill now. I think Cooper's like, nah, fuck that shit. It wasn't a cool response. He's probably going to expand behind it, but he doesn't. But Ancient of War is going to the left side of the map already. Let's see if there's going to be a potential follow-up. And once again, we see a Fire Lord as a second hero, which seems so... Like, it always seems like this is only a hero for finishing the game off really quickly.
He could have easily surrounded the blade there, wouldn't have killed him, but it would have forced the last windwalk. And
there's a Tree of Eternity, there's a tech, and there's probably Talons incoming. So if I call this, I'm going to be fucking fucking nice.
Alright, Keeper still has to be careful though, still no boots of speed, he didn't want to make that investment. Now he's running all the way back to base. 0 experience, by the way, on this first hero of the Night Elf. Now Huntress is running into the main, but Burrows are prepared and loaded up with peons inside.
Oh, he's going for the shop. I think he could have just... wow, he doesn't have the monies!
What's he doing?
What is he doing? Ah, he's getting it killed. Okay, alright. Yeah, I think Moonjuice is really important here, because he techs to tier 3 and he needs those Ancients of Wind.
Of course, level 1 hero will be back shortly, and it's double Ancient of Wind, and yeah, you definitely called it. Not
weird.
bad,
so
my friend.
Weird. Yeah. Nice. Okay, let's see if this...
now the Shadowhunter's out, and like with the speed scroll, this is already defended. So now we can see how much Cooper overreacted last time. This is an easy defense, basically, I guess.
Let's see, it's weird to have an Ancient Protector in front of the base. Of course, this should be really easy, but it gets himself quite some time, and one Ancient Protector isn't too expensive. He might lose this 100 though. Blade Master already
had been denied, by the way. Lots of denies from Cooper.
And yeah, Blade Master level 2. He was for a while, but he killed another Huntress, so those hero levels are really important. But now we see the tier 3 tech almost done, the first Talons on the way, no shop yet, and a nice creep spot coming up for Starshaped, whereas Cooper is still has to get rid of that Ancient Protector, so he will be able to probably creep the entire spot uncontested.
A player's forces are under attack.
Of course, with those talents coming, there's kind of a clock set here, I think. And it's gonna be a little bit later than usually, of course. Yeah. There's no Demon Hunter for mana burn, but there's not even a TC.
Yeah, sure.
Weird. I have no idea who I would see ahead here. I don't know. Boots of Quel'Thalas? I guess that's pretty nice for the Fire Lord, that's more damage.
I think strategy-wise, Starshaped got everything that he wanted. Like, this was a nice early game for him. Hero levels are a bit bad, but I don't know, like with the Talons, I've seen enough games in my life where 1-1-1 heroes at from a Night Elf, 1 versus level 4 and 3 heroes or something from the Orc.
But then
this was back in the
has
days.
to go wrong.
Yeah, well, that was back in the days. I guess people didn't really know how to react, and I'm really excited for the third hero here from Starshaped. I could see him waiting a little bit more because he needs some money for the Talons now, but then eventually he's going to get a third hero, and it's probably going to be the Tinker, right?
Well, traditionally with Talons it is, but then again traditionally with Starshaped you never know, so...
Yeah, sure.
Let's see.
What would it be? Wow, he could also go for Pit Lord and then just Hole of Terror or something. Yeah, easy. We will see it in a bit. This is only 10 goals. Pit Lord or Tinker.
If it's gonna be Pit Lord, I'm gonna go crazy. Yeah. All right. You weren't too amazing with your.
I said Tinker first.
Yeah, but that's not surprising though. So.
No, it's not surprising at all. It's true. I wanted it to be surprising. Yeah, now he's gonna lose the Tinker. And he has the greater healing potion. So Masterdots are already
very late Cyclone. I don't know if the upgrade just finished.
I think it probably did.
Might have.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a staff yet. That's something you basically cannot miss with this strategy. Otherwise, you're gonna lose most likely.
Yeah, that's bad. He didn't go back to his base to get a staff in the first place, so he got his. That was bad for Starshaped. He got a hero. He tried to interrupt the creep spot from his opponent, but it was already finished, so he lost the hero. And his opponent, yeah, now being offensive as it seems, but we already have 7 talents. Supply.
It's not that
is
much
equal.
though. 7 talents.
Uh,
It's basically 6 supply blocked by huntresses.
yeah, right.
That's,
But I'm
3 more
already
talents.
I'm amazed by how well this went for Starshaped.
I
like
think
the
the early game
transition-
you were right. Like his plan worked. He didn't get too much, but he
Yeah.
kind of got what he wanted, you know.
Mhm.
But now the first engagement, he lost his Tinker and he got nothing in return. And I think the most important thing for Cooper was he got time. Is he level
Yes.
3 on his Shadowhunter? Yes, he is. Need some more mana items on that dude, though, I do believe.
Right. Yeah, another aspect is how much does the Night Elf miss his Demon Hunter here. I always feel like, okay, Night Elf without a Demon Hunter versus Orc. I think it's still it's possible, but I would love him to be able to burn some mana out of the Shadowhunter. But let's see, maybe Cyclone just makes up for it.
A
And
player's
Starshaped
forces are
is
under
going up
attack.
to 6 Moonwells. Usually we see Night Elf staying at 50 supply and then trading, whereas the Orc has to be at like 60 to be able to fight with equal strength.
Creepjack here, kind of. Some units already, yeah, with some damage on them from the Orc player. And the Raider gets ensnared. Karma.
Oh, there is a TP on Starshaped's Keeper.
And on the other side, we see a
Player's
T3 tag.
forces are under attack.
Again,
And he already got
Okay.
pillaged before that, so I guess he planned on base raiding quite a bit earlier, or at least like pillage is such a cheap update. I guess you can just get used to researching it at some point in the game, and now we have the Cyclone. The Blade Master not having any mana anymore. I guess he could have forced quite a lot of trouble here for the Blade Master here.
that Cyclone on the Walker didn't last long at all.
No, it's same as heroes because of their hardened skin or whatever the upgrade
What?
is called.
They have
Yeah.
hardened skin?
And it's not called hardened skin, but it's like, yeah, you cannot. Yeah,
I didn't even know that. Oh my god.
Cyclone on Spirit Walkers lasts as long as on heroes.
Do they take less damage from anything else? Like, do they take less damage from spells? Nice positioning
Oh,
of
I
the
don't-
Keeper
I-
up here on the choke, that on the cliff. That looks pretty cool. Is it gonna be worth it though? He has to turn around. And Cooper is trying to buy more time here, attacking the main base and forcing the Night Elf to stay back. Starship already at 60 supply.
Yeah, this looks amazing for the Night Elf player now. If he can keep some pressure up so his opponent does not get too much money out of his taxes advantage. He doesn't get in the base, the Blade Master that is. And yeah, well, I mean, Cooper is now on tier 3 and now he has to decide. It's not going to work for him to get an expansion, I guess. It's so expensive, it takes too long time. He's probably just going to try to continue to base raise in that case. So, yeah, he's trying to get up an expansion and then base raise. It's the only way he can get back.
A player's forces are under attack.
Why?
Yeah,
do
it's
you
one
s-
of the few ways, I guess.
Why do you see the Orc so far behind? Well, hold that thought as the Creepjack is coming. We have a TP on the Shadowhunter. He probably wants to get the Ogre and then TP out. Now the Shadowhunter is Cyclone and the Ogre is running back at the most inopportune time ever.
What?
Loses a Walker because of it, but he does get the big boy and he gets claws plus 12 from him.
Oh yeah, that's amazing for the Blade Master. For a second I thought the Ogre was playing Ring Around the Rosie and not going to be hit anymore
Yeah.
before he gets out of
If that guy would
TP'd out.
have survived, man. That would have just been so terrible.
Okay. Plus 12. Oh, next nice creep spot. And now, yeah, with the of lightning. Yeah, and you know, he has 47 supply and only 450 gold. Whereas on the other side, we still have, if he wants to, he has 70 supply.
A lot of money has been taken away from the Orc. He lost a Walker, he lost a TP, he lost another Walker. I think
Yeah.
he even lost another Raider.
Forces are
And those little losses, they add up over time. Now he's finally level 4 on the Blade Master, but how much time is that hero really gonna have to
Interesting
fight?
choice, keeping those Boots of Keltalas on the Fire Lord, considering he has fairly low armor. And now we have the next fight coming up, probably with the Orc player being in a disadvantageous position here.
is under siege.
right from the start. Wow, and the
So many
first two
talents.
Fury Dragons, so nice from Starshaped. He's
God.
so good here.
It's so many talents, man. Like,
Yeah.
how is he supposed to approach this? He can't come in here. The choke is way too small.
And there
Maybe
we
he has
see
to split up his army. He has the Orc Burrow upgrade, by the way. Very important.
Oh yeah, right.
And he's going for the base race. Or
Oh.
it's not a real base race. It's not like both of them are gonna try to kill each other's bases, but he is trying to buy more time and losing more units that exit
And now-
production.
Now Starshaped even builds his Chimera roofs. And now he has the TP, where at least he decides to TP. I guess those burrows, man, they are so spiky.
And he TPs himself.
A bit early there.
Didn't have a speed scroll. I think he could have
Yeah.
even just walked away. He was out of range for the talents.
Yeah, it was weird. Bit premature TP here.
He doesn't have a shop now. He has to get the shop. Heal ward's pretty good at drop he got before. Can use it now to heal up again. But he needs to create an army, man. Otherwise he can't fight this. And he lost his barracks, which is not the biggest deal, of course, because
Yeah.
grunts suck against this army composition.
Seems like the Orc player never had a timing window to start with his base rating in the first place. I guess.
I think if he hadn't lost so much... Oh, Keeper focus! Nice choice by Cooper. Seeing the Keeper slightly out of position and getting a good trade here. The first good
Yes.
trade for him in a long time. He uses Invul for a TP and a Talon.
Yeah, Starshaped lost at least one Talon before TPing the last time he had TP'd out. And now the supply numbers aren't too different anymore. And the Blade Master is getting stronger and stronger, but he can always Cyclone it, which totally disables the Blade Master if he doesn't have an Invu potion.
At the moment he has like 5, 8, 9 disenchants against the Cyclone.
Plus
Another
23
Walker is
damage.
coming, so that's about 11 or something. He could go for the Master Training on the Walkers, which would be even more mana regen and stuff.
He
for
has
more
he has
dispel.
them. He has it. So
He has Master? Oh, okay.
yeah, 600 mana is so much.
Also
Disenchant is
620
quite
points.
expensive, right? How
100.
much was it? Huh?
100. It's 100.
Okay, 100.
And that's
And
gonna
the
be
first
key.
First Chimera is on its way. I don't know about that, to be honest. I mean, Orb of Lightning is kind of good.
Yeah, but if the Blade Master is busy all the time
Yeah,
just killing
sure.
one Chimera, I
Yes.
think it's worth it.
You're
He
right.
still doesn't have a staff though, which I can't see this being correct.
Right. Especially with those heroes.
Dakota
They are
doesn't
all-
have the tier 3 aura just yet, by the way.
Yeah.
And Cooper wants to fight outside of his base, as it would seem. He's positioning himself here. Don't really know why. I guess he wants to be able to fall back and not be trapped in between buildings.
Yeah, I mean, those Night Elf heroes seem to be an easy target. All of them.
There's another free kill on the Fairy Dragon. And now supplies are getting very, very equal. Cooper has played pretty well and has managed to buy a lot of time, and now it's almost an even fight. Now Chimera coming in. Will this change Starshaped's determination of attacking? He
I don't know,
still
man.
seems to be not sure.
Let's see about that one Chimera and... Wow, this is going to be an interesting fight here. Blade Master gets Cyclone immediately and we see... we see it disband as soon as possible. And this Chimera falls right at the start of the battle. And there's some Treants. And I guess the Orc player is handling this pretty well.
It's so many disenchants. Trees disenchanted, and also the Walkers did a lot of damage to the Ensnared Chimera, which was, I guess, too far up in front. And the Blade Master, yes, he's being cycled all the time, but he's also being disenchanted all the time. And he may not have splash damage for the Talons, but he has so much range that the range of the Talons is no big advantage anymore. He has no Grunts, no Raiders, he has Berserkers and Walkers, so they're both pretty much operating at the same range, and he's absolutely crushing the Night Elf here.
Yeah, it looks like it, but now he retreats just for a little bit of time, I guess. That Blade Master level 5, though, he's killing the spawn from the Fire Lord. Wow, 288 damage on that one tail, and it explodes. And I guess, you know, the smaller the armies get, the more important the heroes become. So you can see how this goes.
And this point, Starshaped was trying to go for critical mass. Cooper did a good job of buying enough time to not immediately die to the critical mass. I really liked his play here.
Chims was such a bad decision here, to be honest. Like, he could have had a few more talents, better items, and apply pressure at a more critical time of the game.
I think the thing here is his primary problem and choice for Chims was he lacked damage. Usually you have the Demon Hunter to deal damage and the Quill Beasts.
Yeah.
He has only, what do you call them? Lava Spawns? And he has Entangle. That's not enough damage.
No, it's not. But I thought that if he didn't build Chims, he could have hit another timing. He had to wait so long for the Chims and it's so expensive. So he could have taken away some of that time that Cooper now eventually saved.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
But still, when Cooper was attacking the main base, I don't know, even if he had sooner, I'm not sure if that would have been enough. Oh, nice. Endurance Aura for the level 5 Shadow Hunter.
Yeah.
That Blade Master is never again going to die, and he has plus 30 damage.
Yeah, I guess we should
I think he just has to get like a lot of Spirit Walkers and keep disenchanting the Blade Master, and then he just wins.
Yeah, it should be the case. We can emphasize the awesome creeping on the side of the Orc player here, because as we can see, his hero levels are just insane, and he always tried to creep whatever the circumstances, because he knew if his heroes get strong enough, the heroes of the Native player won't stand a chance against them.
I really liked his choice this game of, just going range. Berserkers, Walkers.
Yeah.
Because that's the big advantage of Talons normally, that the Orc units, the Raiders, they just keep on blocking themselves, and you have the heroes in the front that deal quite a bit of damage against them. But this time wasn't the case. So yeah, I think Cooper this time around found a very good answer for his opponent. First map he didn't know the answer. This time though he did. Now it's gonna be Starshaped's turn to come up with something, and it will have to be a miracle, honestly. I think the Orc is so incredibly far ahead. One mistake he could make is not get a TP when attacking and losing his heroes. But that is so hard, man. Level 3 heal wave, and the Night Elf has so little damage.
That Demon Hunter, man, it would be so good versus those range units. As you said, they are pretty good in this situation, but they tend to be rather bad versus well-trained Demon Hunter, and who burns the mana out of the Shadow Hunter, which would just be a dream here. But yeah, as we can see, there's 2 Chimeras, but I don't think they deal too much damage against those units here. The splash damage is a joke, to be honest, in my opinion.
Yeah, and when there's no heavy armor, Chimeras are not that impressive.
Exactly. It took me even some time to see them versus human, to see them as a good choice versus casters, because they kill casters, but casters are even just unarmored. And yeah, we see that one fight, one Bat Rider gets into, bumps into a Chimera right off the bat, and yeah, let's see. Quite nice position, I feel, for Starshaped, but I think the longer this fight goes, the worse it gets for him, probably.
Very nice use of one of illusion there, making it harder to cyclone the right Blade Master. So he cyclones all the Blade Masters. The Keeper of the Grove is being backstabbed and hit another time. No! Cyclone just at the very last second. But Keeper and Firelord so low HP. But the Blade Master, he can't find his way over there, but all in the meanwhile, the Talons are just being destroyed. 324, 332. The crits are getting insane. Level 6 Blade Master now. He doesn't have enough mana for a Blade Storm, unfortunately. But anyways, this is too much. This is over. Starshaped loses a second game. Cooper equalizes on Last Refuge. It's 1-1 at the moment. And we're gonna have one final deciding map coming up.
Yes. That was a nice game. Really well played by both players, in my opinion. Even by Starshaped, although he lost. I felt like he gave the game away. But
I don't know.
Sometimes
I think Cooper played really well, and I don't know how you're supposed to properly deal with this. Like, he was just forced back over and over.
I don't know. I felt like that one time when he uses second TP, because the Keeper was going he was too offensive, too aggressive, and he got hit in the face.
Yeah, that was a
And
mistake.
he had to TP out right away. If that keeper would have had, let's say, Staff of Teleportation, and one of the other heroes would have Staff of Preservation, and he could have just healed himself and get back into that fight to put more pressure, to put his opponent under more pressure. I think this would have been a different game then, but I think there's many points in that game that we could talk about in terms of strategy and choices, because this was a deep game of Warcraft actually.
Yeah, it would be nice to hear from Starshaped about this, because I think there was a reasoning behind getting no invols and no staff, and that reasoning being
Yeah, right,
he wants
yeah.
all the money for the units to hit that pristine timing. But yeah, Cooper just didn't let him have that timing for most of the time, like either by counter attacking, which
Yeah.
worked once or twice. But then again, you're right, that was a mistake, having the keeper out so far. He was too far up in front. He forced the TP, and I think that kind of turned the game around.
Man, those matches, man, they make my head hurt.
Yeah, not our standard games here, which is cool.
It was so cool. No autocast then. Sometimes I tend to go into some autocast mode. It's so bad.
You just
I
turn
hate
off your
it.
brain and you think about something else.
I'm trying to stay focused, but sometimes it's just because we've casted so many games, and at some point it's always like I don't know. My eyes got tired, and it's like he's doing this, he's doing this, and then he does that. It's so bad. I
just
hate
to play
myself for that.
just to play by play, and now he finds a clause of attack, and he's gonna go over to the next creep cap.
No, I'm keeping explaining the same shit over and over again.
All right, so Cooper needs about 2